The thing that many fans were disappointed about in Star Wars The Last Jedi was, of course, the reveal of Rey's parents being nobodies. This is Mike Zero here. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, like I say, that was one of the biggest disappointments in the overall plot of Episode 8, was how writer and director Rian Johnson chose Rey's parents to essentially be nobodies, and they just sold her off for drinking money, according to Kylo Ren. Now, of course, I, myself, and John Williams, and a lot of others out there do believe that there is more to the story to just that. I think that there's a lot more to be told, and what we have been hearing these past couple of months or so, it seems as so that Rey will have a meaningful lineage in Episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set designs, the set leaks, the concept art, and storyboard descriptions, etc., one of which specifically has all to do with the character of Rey, and quite possibly even her father, as we have been going over a couple of times. Specifically, a description of a younger Rey with an older man that resembles her greatly. He has long hair in a ponytail and wears a brown robe. Both of them are sitting on sand with a newly designed ship in the background with the engines running, as if it's ready to take off. He hands her a staff, the staff we saw in both The Force Awakens and in The Last Jedi. The next goes over the man hugging Rey, putting her two hands together into one and kissing them before he pats her on the head and boards the ship. A young Rey, now with her staff, watches the ship leave what is assumed to be Jakku during the nighttime. This is most likely not intended to be the same sequence fans got a glimpse of in The Force Awakens, as that was in the daytime. Now, the thing that I do want to go over that really does raise my interest here is the man actually handing Rey the staff. A lot of people have been wondering about the origins of Rey's staff and whether or not it is something truly meaningful when it comes to Star Wars lore. Now, we're not quite sure, other than the fact that in concept and storyboard here wise for Episode 9, this mysterious man that does resemble Rey apparently, that has the ponytail and is assumed to be her father, hands her the staff. Now, I want to come up with a little theory based on these details. I'm starting to think that maybe Rey's father, or her parents in total, alright, could very well be associated with the Church of the Force. Now, I don't know if you guys know about the Church of the Force, but Lor San Tekka was actually associated with this group. Now, they were directly responsible for keeping the Jedi lore and the Jedi knowledge alive, and perhaps this staff is an ancient artifact or a relic that once belonged to a Jedi for all we know. Could you imagine going into Episode 9, where she now uses the staff as a double-bladed lightsaber, as many fans are hoping to see in the final version of the movie? So, Rey's father, we have heard from Daisy Ridley numerous times that she actually believes that her parents are not all that important. What's more important to her is exactly where her character is going, who she's going to have babies with and start a family, and all of that. And that, to me, I think was a little hint as to exactly what's going to happen between both Rey and Kylo Ren, or quite possibly maybe even Finn. We'll have to wait and see. But looking at the mysterious figure handing her the staff, and how he boards the ship and leaves, tells me that this character, whoever he really is always going on different missions. We've been hearing about this many times before in the past, about the ship taking off of Jakku, and we even do see real footage of this in The Force Awakens, in which she is either dropped off or abandoned on Jakku and left with Unkar Plutt. Now, the people that were on board of that ship, were they Rey's parents? Now, this could very well fall directly in line with what Daisy Ridley said about how she knows who her parents are, and she said that she was surprised that everybody missed the fact that her parents were in Episode 7. And a lot of people were going nuts. They were like, well, I never saw Rey's parents in Episode 7. Maybe all along it was the two figures that were actually on board of that ship. Maybe we did see them, but not necessarily, you know, appearance-wise. We just saw them taking off in that ship. Maybe that's what Daisy Ridley meant. But looking past all of this, the whole concept of family in Episode 9 seems to be growing. We do know that Star Wars as a whole, the foundation of it, at least in my perception, is family. And definitely the struggle between family members. You know, if you look at the original trilogy, it's all about brother and sister and father and son. I mean, it's great. I love it. And then going into Episode 9 and Episode 8, it really is all about uncle and nephew, and exactly Rey's parents and who they are. I think that the whole concept of family in a Star Wars film is pretty much crucial to pull off correctly. And doing so in Episode 9 is very important on both J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio's part, because they really do have to get it right. They have to make it an emotionally satisfying ending in order to have it resonate with a lot of fans around the world. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.